cameras rolling, red lights on. He just sat down, smiling at the waiter, clueless. Perfect. The moment she walks in and he realizes it, boom, we've got him. You really think he'll bail on a deaf woman? That's exactly the point. Hunter Lawson can't keep up the act when it's inconvenient. Tonight, we finally see who he really is. 3 colleagues, 1 hidden camera, a blind date designed to expose their company's golden boy as a fraud. Hunter Lawson built his career on inclusion, empathy, and doing the right thing in a cutthroat industry. They were convinced it was all an act. They thought they were setting the perfect trap. They had no idea they were about to capture something that would change everything, just not the way they planned. Before we continue, tell us where in the world you're watching from. We love seeing how far these stories travel. He's late, Derek muttered, thumb hovering over the record button. Greg and Tim leaned forward, eyes fixed on the entrance. Relax, Greg whispered. Hunter Lawson doesn't break promises. That's his whole brand. Tim scoffed. Let's see how nice he is when he realizes what we've set him up with. Derek's jaw tightened. A deaf woman, blonde, 30, named Megan, left out one tiny detail. You think he'll bolt immediately? Tim asked. Doesn't matter when, Derek said coldly. What matters is that we catch it. Then we post it anonymously. The CFO will see who Hunter really is. Greg shifted uncomfortably. You really think he'll be that cruel? Everyone has a breaking point, Derek replied. Tonight, we find his. At 6:55 p.m., Hunter Lawson pushed through the restaurant doors. His heart was pounding, terrifying and exhilarating all at once. 4 years. 4 years since he'd done anything like this. The hostess smiled. Reservation? Blind date, Hunter said. Megan, blonde, around 30. She led him to a table by the window. Amber light spilled across white linen. Hunter sat down, restless. He caught his reflection in the glass. Navy shirt, clean jeans, a man out of practice. His daughter's voice echoed in his head. Daddy, you look handsome. Are you going to marry her? He smiled at the memory. Just one date, bug. But the weight of hope pressed heavy on his chest. The door opened. Megan Smith stepped inside at exactly 7:02. Blonde hair catching the light. Simple dress. Calm, careful eyes scanning the room. She followed the hostess, watching her lips closely. From the corner booth, Derek hit record. Here we go. Hunter stood as she approached. Megan, he said, offering his hand. I'm Hunter. She smiled and shook it, eyes focused on his mouth. In that instant, understanding hit him. She was deaf. His colleagues hadn't told him. Anger flickered, but something deeper rose instead. A memory. His mother's hands. A language learned before speech. From the booth, Derek leaned in, waiting for the crack. Instead, Hunter smiled. He pulled out her chair gently, then lifted his hands. He signed. It's wonderful to meet you. Thank you for being here. The restaurant froze. Derek's phone nearly slipped from his grip. He knows sign language, Derek whispered. Megan stared, hands trembling. You know sign language? My mother was deaf, Hunter signed. It's my first language. Her eyes filled with tears. You're fluent? 35 years of practice. In the booth, panic set in. That's not an act, Greg murmured. That's real. The conversation flowed effortlessly. Hunter didn't slow down or simplify. He treated Megan like exactly who she was, a person worth knowing. They talked about work, writing, therapy, cats on keyboards. Hunter translated seamlessly for the server. Megan noticed everything. When Hunter spoke about his daughter, his whole face softened. "She's my world," he signed. No apologies. When Megan asked about his wife, grief moved gently through his hands. "She passed away 4 years ago." Megan's compassion was quiet and deep. "You can't hide from life forever," Hunter signed. "At some point you choose to live." "Is that what tonight is?" she asked. "Yes." Dessert arrived. Shared laughter, shared opinions, shared humanity. Finally, Hunter signed the truth. "My coworkers are over there. They're recording us." Megan's hurt turned to anger. "So I was a test?" "I don't care what they wanted," Hunter signed firmly. "This us has been real." He looked at her fully. "I'd like to see you again." She held his gaze. "I'd like that too." The weeks that followed unfolded like a miracle. June learned sign language. Megan fit effortlessly into their lives. Laughter filled the house. The truth came out at work. Apologies followed. Consequences too. Hunter was promoted, but what mattered most was the family forming quietly at home. 1 year later, at the same table, June signed carefully. "Will you be part of our family forever?" Hunter knelt. "Megan Smith, will you marry me?" "Yes," she signed through tears. Because this story was never about exposing a fake. It was about revealing the truth. That kindness is real, that compassion endures, and that sometimes one raised pair of hands can change everything. If this story touched your heart, share it. Subscribe to Heartfelt Narratives, where hope always finds its way back.